Okay, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and this is polenta pound cake. Polenta cake, excuse me. Well, sort of in between there. Anyway, I was talking about Halloween, real quick, Halloween pancake idea that makes it look like zombie pancakes. I mean, these things they're delicious, but they look like they've been sitting out a little bit too long because the yolk and the blueberries mixed. So that's another story. So I just put the thyme into the mixture. We're going to mix that around. That really mixes in really well. So we're going to take these out. Now, these I would do this with the chocolate chip recipe, but I don't have the chocolate chip recipe right now. But what I like to do is, because you tap them, or I sit them aside, but when you have dough in them, this is my recommendation, is just take your finger and then swipe down as fast as you can. It works better with the dough, but I can still do it with this. And then inside, down, 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 down. So what that does, it presses it all the way and then go on the inside. There, I missed a spot right there. And it just kind of goes at the bottom and kind of falls off. So it's better with the cookie dough, but I can do it with this too. So that's what I figured out. And because using a spatula, I just use my fingers. If you don't like using your fingers, you see how fast I can do that? Just turn it as you're going. Centrifugal force. It drips off as you're turning it. So there we go. It's okay if there's a little bit left on there. It's like, unless you have to have it clean. So, okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mix the flour into the, I might as well just leave it right there so you can see it. We're going to mix the flour into the batter, and a little at a time. So I am using a little bit less of the, I'm just stirring it in. Now, I made a boo-boo because I added too much flour. I forgot less flour, but that's okay. Mix it around. Add a little bit more. I should be tablespooning this out, but I forgot. And let's say you're okay. Well, this is a good example to show you something here. Okay, I'm going to add all of it, and the reason I am, just add all of it anyway. Even though I use less butter, less eggs, let's just use avocado to show you something. Okay. Let's say you even added more than you should, right? And you're like, oh God, what have I done? It's too thick. It's like, look at this, right? Well, let's go to the refrigerator, grab the handy dandy milk, which is perfectly fine because I'm going to take 2 tablespoons, add it in. This is if you want. If you don't want to do this, you can just totally ignore what I'm doing. Add as much flour as you want and take it from there, but I'm just doing this to show you that it can be done and still turn out delicious. So here we got the batter with all the thyme in it, like that. And again, if you want, you can spread it out in here. Let's put this in here. I'm going to use this. Let's spray it. If you hear me grunting and groaning, I apologize. I have got a nerve that's being pinched in my leg. So, and when it pinches, believe me, and it hurts. Okay. Oh, there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to, ouch. Get all of it out of there. And we're going to put this right. Now this is going to be really thick, so this is going to cook. We're going to put the oven on 325. Now if you're wondering, well, here, just troubleshooting. Let's say you're wondering why. Well, why didn't she add all the eggs? Well, adding all the eggs, you can add 5 eggs, but if you do add 5 eggs to it, you can do that. It's going to make it more fluffier. So if you want to add another stick of butter, go for it. It's like I said before, the more eggs you add to something and the more butter, the better it's going to taste and the more fattening it's going to be. So you're not supposed to be back in there. So get in there with your spatula and spread it all out. So this would be like a dessert polenta. I love polenta. I really do. I have a lot of polenta recipes, and I have a lot of polenta recipes ideas that I haven't done yet. See, a lot of people, they think, well, God, I don't have all the recipe ingredients. I can't make the recipe. That's not true. It's totally not true. It's like when you look at a recipe, you just take out. Okay, if you're making bacon, if you're making bacon, that sounded really intelligent. If you're baking, there we go. What you want to do is there's certain key elements you do have to leave in, like the baking powder, the baking soda. Those are a must. You can't just go, oh, I want to leave those out. You have to add those in, but there is certain elements like butter, eggs. You can, if it asks for 12 eggs, you can put half the eggs. It's just, that's the way it is. So we're going to put the 325, and then we're going to put this in right now. Now, I don't know if you, I have a lot of videos, so how many times have I repeated myself? I never preheat my, if you can see on the thing I got, the world's largest stash of coffee. Okay, that's another story, but if you put it in, I don't preheat the oven because the thing is, it's gas. And if you've watched my other videos, you probably heard my gas rant. So I won't, but if you're new to the show, beware of the gas rant. That's mostly, I got it out of my system. So we're going to stick this in 325. And the key thing, no matter what it says to put it in, I'm talking backwards now, no matter what length, like 25 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, I can't spit it out right now, I'm being tongue twisted. The time you put your stuff in to bake in the recipe book is a guide. It's a guide to tell you when to stop. But what you have to do is you have to go in and look at it and test it. When this is done, my pointers are gone. Oh my God! What do you do with my pointers? Chris, what did you do with my pointers? My sticks. You didn't throw them away, did you? Oh, wait, I found one. Okay, I'm back in business. I got my pointer. Can't live without it. Okay, when these are done, you should be able to stick this right in the middle, and it should come out clean. If you stick it in and it comes out with gooey, the stuff on it, it's not done. So, and another way to tell is sometimes take it out, watch your fingers, press on it, and if it springs back up, that's done. And if you want, if you're like, well, I'm not quite sure, you can let it get a little bit golden brown on top. And this is great with fresh berries, which I forgot to add. Oh my God. Well, I'm not going to let that spoil the fun, because when you add blueberries to a mixture like this, it's yellow, it turns green. So if you were going to add the blueberries, because yellow and blue make green, so if you're going to add the blueberries, you're going to have green, maybe that's why I didn't add them, but you're going to have green polenta, and that's just the way it is. So if you want to add I'll let you decide whether you want to add the blueberries or not, because when it comes out, it's gonna look like green. So, okay, well, I'll see you back in a few with the end results, and we'll take a look at this yummy deliciousness. Oh, better yet, before I go, take the blueberries, heat them up in a pan with a bit of sugar, tablespoon of sugar, and then when this is done and cooled, slice it like you would bread and drizzle the blueberries on it. That's a better way to have it. Maybe that's why I didn't add them. I'll see you in about 30 minutes. I'll time it, but considering your batch is going to be different from mine, I'll keep track of it, but keep that in mind.